Alright, so, you need help with Minecraft PvP, and I understand. Minecraft PvP is extremely confusing and complex. There are so many different strategies you need to learn. There's block hitting, S tapping, W tapping, strafing, CPS. It all gets a bit confusing when you want to get better. But in my opinion, the most important aspect of Minecraft PvP is combos. Combos are basically just when you get consecutive hits on your opponent and he doesn't get any on you. And learning how to get combos on people is what's going to make you a lot better at PvP. So in this video, I'm just going to give you guys a couple tips on how to actually combo. And in the background, you see me just playing with my girlfriend. She's a bit new to Minecraft, so it's not the most high level fighting, but it's examples of me getting combos. Alright, for my first tip, this is probably going to seem a bit obvious, but it's aiming. Now aiming is extremely important because obviously if you don't aim and hit all your hits, you're never going to get a combo and he's going to break the combo and then he's going to hit you. There's a way you can improve your aim, such as online clickers. You can download a program where it'll just help you to aim and click faster and click on specific targets. The other thing is just honestly practice, and while you're PvPing people, just constantly focus on trying to hit them. Next, I have strafing, which is basically just when you use your A and D keys to move around your opponent while you're fighting him. This will make sure that he has a harder time hitting you while you're still hitting him. And what this obviously does is that if you are hitting him and he's not hitting you, then you have more combos. So always just practice strafing, but if you're playing a game like Sky Wars or Bed Wars, then obviously don't strafe as much. If you're on a bridge or something, just be smart. Next up, I have S tapping, which is a bit more complex. It's basically where there's different ways to do S tapping. So in my opinion, the best way is when you're holding in your sprint button while you're fighting, you're walking a straight line, but you're tapping the S button. This will cancel out your sprint and it'll reset your knockback. This means that you will, every hit, when you've successfully done an S tap, you will create more knockback to him and he'll have a harder time reaching you because on his screen it'll look like you're a lot further away from him than you actually are, and you will be able to get a lot more combos and knock him further away from you. There's also W tapping, which is also pretty easy. It's just where you're tapping W, and it works the same way. Next, you need to learn when to jump and when not to jump. So when you jump, of course, when you're falling, you crit your opponent, which will deal more damage. But at the same time, if you're in the air, you will get dealt more knockback too. And we've just talked about how knockback is very important in fights because it can give if you get a lot of knockback dealt to you, the other person will have more combos. So if you look at the clips here in the background, a lot of the fights when I'm actually fighting, I'm not jumping, I'm just walking, sometimes even without sprinting around them. But then only if I've knocked them further away, like far enough away from me so I can't hit them, that's when I jump in. Maybe even get a crit, right? But I just jump in so I keep that pressure on them. Lastly, one of the most important things is stuns. Stuff like arrows, snowballs, and fishing rods. There's a reason people use these all the time. It's because when you get stunned right before you're about to fight, your sprint is completely cancelled out and they have a sprint against you. And they can hit you from further away than you can, because that's how Minecraft PvP works. And this will lead them to have much more combos. So this also really depends on how good you are at switching quickly, such as hotkeying. Switching between 1 and 2 is what I do. So I have my sword in my one slot, and then I have my projectile in my second slot. So in some of these clips you've seen me use a fishing rod or a bow, but it really depends on timing and when you hit them with that projectile. Because if you do this properly, you'll get amazing combos and they'll have nothing they can do against you. Alright, so that was my quick video on some quick tips for how to get more combos in Minecraft PvP, which a lot of people struggle with. I know I struggled a lot with it myself for a long time, I still do. But if you guys want any more in-depth PvP videos, I can talk about some of these specific aspects more in depth for an actual video. Then please just tell me in the comment sections and like and subscribe for more. See you guys.